Hey guys, what's going on? Mike the Caveman Q here again for Paleo Problem Long Island, MikeTheCaveman.com. And today's question is, should you be drinking milk for calcium?
I'm the caveman.
And the answer is, probably not. Particularly if we're talking about conventionally raised skim milk fortified with vitamin D, as most do not tolerate dairy too well. However, let me be clear, if we are talking about quality, pasture-raised, grass-fed, organic, full-fat fermented dairy, things like yogurt, kefir, some ghee or butter, and potentially even some hard cheeses, then that's a different story. Those are absolutely. But more on that in a minute. Calcium is a super important mineral, and it actually makes up roughly 1 to 2% of our total body weight. It has obvious roles in the formation and maintenance of our bone and teeth density, but it also plays roles in signal transduction, muscle contraction, neurotransmitter release, as a cofactor in enzymatic reactions, and in maintaining our cell membrane potential. So maybe it might be important. Fortunately, calcium is very tightly regulated in your body thanks to your parathyroid, your kidneys, and your bones, by way of the parathyroid hormone and vitamin D. Unfortunately, in the absence of vitamin K, particularly K2, osteocalcin does not get activated, resulting sometimes in vitamin D depositing calcium into places it doesn't belong, such as, say, the kidneys or the arteries, resulting in kidney stones and atherosclerosis, respectively. This is a common problem we see in people who are supplementing with calcium and vitamin D exclusively. So, back to foods for a second. As we mentioned before, grass-fed, pasture-raised, fermented dairy is an excellent source of calcium. And if we're talking about hard cheese, Gouda in particular, which is one of the best sources of K2, we get that added benefit, where not only are you getting your calcium, but it's actually going to the right place too.
But what about green leafy vegetables?
Well, yes, spinach, collard greens, and wait for it, beet greens, crazy it's that again, I know, are all excellent sources of calcium. However, that comes with a caveat, that they are rich in phytic acid and oxalic acid, which can chelate or bind, lock up that calcium. So that means you just need to lightly steam or just cook it in general in order to free up and make that calcium more bioavailable. But they are also excellent sources of vitamin K1, which, in its deficiency, can lead to the inhibition of the absorption of vitamin K2. The liver basically starts taking that up when we're deficient in K1, meaning K2 doesn't get to the body and everything gets thrown off too. So green leafy vegetables, still a good idea, just cook them. So your biggest takeaways are that no, you shouldn't be drinking conventionally raised and fortified milk as your source of calcium. However, getting in some lightly steamed green leafy vegetables and then sauteing them up in some grass-fed butter and then maybe topping that with some grass-fed Gouda cheese, great idea. You're going to be getting in adequate amounts of calcium and vitamin K, and then if you get in the sun a little bit to make sure you get your vitamin D in as well, you'll be ready to rock. So if you want some more information though on whether you should be doing raw dairy, as an extra source of calcium, or how vitamin D may be an indicator of your inflammation status, whether you need vitamin K, which you do, or whether or not osteoporosis is going to lead to you to shrink as you get older, and if that is a necessary step of getting older, take a look at these videos over here. Either way, hopefully help you out, guys. You know what to do. Like and subscribe down below. Share it with your friends. Head over to Instagram and Twitter and follow me at Mike the Caveman, over on Facebook at Paleo Problem Long Island, and of course, over on MikeTheCaveman.com. That being said, have a wonderful rest of your day. Go have some green leafy greens, cook them up, add some dairy, and you'll be ready to rock. I'll see you tomorrow. Or that just because something is common doesn't mean that